Right now, you need to pay very close attention to what just happened, because the landscape of WWE may have shifted in a major way. The tribal chief, Roman Reigns, is not simply back in the spotlight. He is making it crystal clear that he intends to ignite a war before the opening bell even sounds. On what many are calling the most stacked episode of Monday Night Raw this year, Reigns marched straight into the lion's den and delivered a chilling message that could completely reshape the World Heavyweight Championship picture. Stay locked in for this exclusive breakdown, and make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications right now, because the balance of power in WWE is moving in real time, and you do not want to miss a second of it. Hours before the live broadcast began, the atmosphere inside Brooklyn's Barclays Center was already buzzing with anticipation. This was not just another episode of Raw. It was a milestone Netflix anniversary special, wrapped in a Stranger Things-inspired presentation that had the WWE Universe talking all day long. The advertised main event alone was enough to sell the show, CM Punk defending the World Heavyweight Championship against the unstoppable force known as Bron Breakker. But while fans were focused on the in-ring showdown, something far more personal and potentially explosive was developing behind the scenes. For Roman Reigns, this situation was never just about one match. It was about territory, dominance, and legacy. Over the past several months, Paul Heyman's dangerous new faction, The Vision, with Bron Breakker positioned as its centerpiece, has been bulldozing its way across Raw, a show that Reigns once treated as part of his extended empire. Now, on this very night, Breakker stood on the verge of capturing the championship that Reigns himself had publicly made clear was on his radar. The message to the tribal chief was obvious. Either stand by and watch a new power rise on what he considers his island, or remind everyone exactly who still casts the longest shadow in WWE. Backstage, the environment was a blur of controlled chaos. Production staff hurried through the corridors, producers whispered in tight circles, and superstars kept their distance as the tension quietly built. Then, almost like the air itself shifted, a path began to open. Conversations stopped. Movement slowed. Because Roman Reigns had arrived. With the calm but intimidating presence of a ruler inspecting his kingdom, Reigns walked forward with absolute purpose. At his side were the Usos, moving in perfect sync, focused and unified. They did not look like men entering enemy territory. They looked like owners reclaiming space that already belonged to them. Their destination was clear. A production room where Bron Breakker was finishing up a confident, almost cocky interview ahead of his massive title opportunity. Without hesitation, Reigns pushed the door open. Breakker turned around, and for the briefest moment, his trademark confidence flickered under the weight of the tribal chief's silent stare. The Usos positioned themselves like sentries, effectively sealing the room. The energy instantly became suffocating. "You've got a big match tonight," Reigns said slowly, his voice calm but heavy with authority. There was no room for interruption, no room for misinterpretation. He continued, making it clear that Paul Heyman may have filled Breakker's head with visions of becoming the face of Raw, the future of the company, the next dominant force. Reigns stepped closer, the tension rising with every inch. "But this isn't your island," he warned, pausing just long enough for the message to sink in. His eyes never left Breakker. "And that title you're chasing," another deliberate pause. "I'm watching. We're all watching." The words were not shouted. They did not need to be. The quiet delivery made the warning even more dangerous. Reigns then made it clear that Breakker was free to go out there and do what he believed he had to do in the main event. But when the dust settled, when the crowd noise faded, and when reality set in, Breakker would remember exactly who still demands acknowledgement in WWE. Now the questions are multiplying fast. How will Bron Breakker perform with the tribal chief's warning echoing in his mind? What is going through CM Punk's head knowing Roman Reigns has inserted himself into this situation uninvited? And most importantly, has Roman just made a calculated power move, or has he created a far more dangerous enemy? The fallout is already beginning to unfold on Monday Night Raw. Make sure you subscribe, turn on the bell, and drop your thoughts in the comments below. Was Roman Reigns playing chess while everyone else played checkers, or did the tribal chief just light a fuse he cannot control? One thing is certain. The game has officially changed.